Every year, thousands of employees are injured on the job. They report it, they document it, they do everything they are told. And then the system responds, not with support, not with answers, but with silence, pressure, and paperwork designed to make them disappear. This is not a conspiracy. This is structure. Workers' compensation systems, HR investigations, mediation rooms, legal negotiations. They are not designed around fairness. They are designed around one thing: risk management. And the employees sitting across that table, they are expected to make permanent legal decisions while understanding the system the least. Most of them do. They sign, they resign, they walk away, and they never know what they left behind. But what happens when an employee doesn't fold? What happens when an employee has done the research? What happens when an employee knows her leverage? When she can tell the difference between what is common and what the law actually requires? What happens when an employee knows that conditions have value and refuses to sign away rights she didn't even know she had? What happens when the attorney screams and she stays calm? When he calls back 3 days later, practically begging for a signature on a contract he claimed was about to expire, a contract with no expiration date, a room full of professionals, papers stacked high, tension thick in the air, and one worker who refuses to blink. This is a true story. One employee, one assault in the workplace was reduced to horseplay. One workers' compensation claim was denied. One suspension while under investigation. One mediation where resignation and a global release were presented as standard, common, business as usual. And one advocate, not an attorney, who refused to let the system win, armed with research, professional emails, strategic silence, 36 years of business experience, and one tool that changed everything: artificial intelligence. Not a gimmick, not a shortcut, a great equalizer, a secret weapon giving a single worker access to the same knowledge that attorneys charge hundreds of dollars an hour to uncover. A tool that exposed the gatekeeping. A research partner that never screamed, never ignored an email, never told anyone to shut up, and never underestimated who it was working with. He thought he was talking to someone who didn't know better. He was talking to someone who knew exactly what she was doing and chose silence on purpose. This is Workplace Intelligence Trademark, a docuseries built for every worker handed a system without a manual. Every employee who signed something they didn't understand. Every person who sat across a table from professionals, counting on them not knowing their rights. This is not legal advice. This is something more dangerous than that. This is education. And in episode 1, we go back to where it all began. A conversation about job duties. A coworker who came from behind. And the moment one employee entered a system that was never designed for her to win. Subscribe now. Episode 1 drops this Wednesday. And once you understand what actually happened, you will never look at the workplace the same way again. The rules exist. The system exists. And once you learn the rules to the games being played in the workplace, you stop playing defense. You start winning. I'll see you in the next episode.